Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be making some little clips. This comes from Walmart. It says Easter, but I thought we could use this butterfly and maybe a flower and maybe a shroom and even this little birdhouse. And I was collecting these boxes at one point. I have stopped collecting the boxes. And I bought these from the Dollar Tree a while back. I'm not sure what the price is now. I don't know. I haven't been to the Dollar Tree in a few days. So let's see. So I can't remember how many we get. We get 24 pieces. So one, two, three, four, five, six, four in each thing. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with this. I can't think of the word right now. Rain boots, yard boots. I don't know if we're gonna get a chance to get all of them done, but we're gonna try. Oh, this one's bent. And we are going to be using our acrylic markers. Today we won't be using the TBC ones. We may, but we're going to use these. I also got these from Amazon. My brain is gone. Are you ready for the 4th of July? For those that celebrate it, like what are you doing? Am I invited? If not, that's okay. I'm not going to be upset. I have a few things I plan on doing, so we'll see. And I think we're going to make this pink. And then a butterfly, we can just make it semi-traditional. Semi. So let's go ahead and get into the first one. Now, I watched a lady, I didn't watch her do the whole thing, but I watched a lady um, make cards, not, yeah, cards from that Vicky Bouton kit she had. And she took the Vicky Bouton kit video that I had, did a video back. I can't remember now what day it is because all the days are running together for me. But she had taken a few wood pieces and put them down. And I don't remember the name. I haven't like went back to find her. But I think it would be really cool for us to try something like that. I did red. This don't look like red, do it? Looks orange, but we're gonna see. So I hope you all are having a great day. I have a feeling I'll be very labor intense today because I have some adulting to do, errands, favor. Like life is just, hey, yeah, uh-huh. You need all of this? Okay, yeah. That's how I feel like life is doing me at the moment. I had ran an errand yesterday, then I ran out of energy. So we'll see how today fares for me. I haven't yet got into my closet or my dresser drawers and removed stuff. I have purchased some things. I had read this article a while back about how you get rid of stuff. It says if you buy something new, you need to get rid of two things for the replacement of one. And my old brain could not understand that, but now I get it. I should have made this white, but I didn't. Now they look semi cowboy bootish, and that's not what we were going for. I'm gonna paint both sides. I don't know if it's I feel like I got a mosquito in the house some kind of way, and I'm gonna go and get a mosquito bomb or something, non-toxic, maybe some spray, because my son was leaving the door open the last few days, getting in and out. When I grow up, my mom be like, "Shut the door, you're letting all my air out." And when I was a kid, we did not have central air and heat in every place we lived in. We had fans and air conditioners in the window sometimes. And you definitely left the door shut if you had an air conditioner in the window. It used to be so cold in people's houses that we would visit. Excuse me 1 second. All right. This, I don't know how fast this acrylic marker dries. I haven't used it but once before, so let's see. Not that fast. That's okay. That was my fault. I should have just did one side and then come back and do the other side. I knew that. I knew that going into me thinking about doing it, and I still chose the other way. So it is double sided. One is a brush tip, the other a brush tip, one is a nib. I need to go to Five and Below today. I had intended on going there to purchase something. We went there, but my son and his dad were not on their best behavior. So I was like, let's just leave. I like to walk around Five and Below. Even if I don't buy anything when I go out, I like to get out of the house from time to time and just walk around and see what they have. I may actually run to the store once I've finished this video. Now, I would like for you all to help me with something. Whenever I do a search for wood stuff, I never yield a good research a result. Never. Never ever ever do I yield a good result of that. So I would like for you to tell me, if you do search for these types of things, what do you get? Like, what's your result? What's your search uh, engine, I should say? Search word. Because I think search word searching is definitely an art. I told someone earlier today, I was like, my Google Foo is not working right now. All right. Are you all participating in Prime Day? I can't say yes or no currently. I have no plans. I've been trying to find paper, cardstock. And not that I need it, but if I can find it on a really good deal, I always feel like I need to get it. But I don't. I don't need to get it. I just want to get it. All right. Let's see. I hope your summer though is going cool. I think sometimes we get in our head that we have to do a lot of stuff, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you want to get a lot of stuff done, and sometimes you can't. I think that's one of the things that we have to be mindful of reality. Reality sets in, and you're like, ugh, life. I am so hungry. This morning I woke up with a headache, of course. Of course. I have a lot of thoughts in my head at the moment. And sometimes my thoughts want to come and turn into actions. And I'm trying to hold that back. Because not every thought you have is a good thought. So I like that we could do this with our markers over the paint. I feel like these acrylic markers are less messy, of course, and hear me out, and easier to use. Yeah, at least I think so. Did we do a butterfly yesterday? No, what did we do yesterday? Pina coladas. We did drinks yesterday, right? We did. I want to say that whoever makes this wood, because it says all made in China, um, I feel like they all come from the same place. It seems like it at least. And the beauty or the good thing about when you're coloring wood with these acrylic markers is wherever they've burned the wood, etched in the wood, it actually stays like that. So it's not like we're coloring a piece of paper and it's colored and it lines up. It actually goes over it, which is also a good thing. You don't have to worry about trying to get in there to do that. I should have got a cream color. Let's go with this cream for the mushroom. I think that I'll probably start shopping more at uh, Hobby Lobby, as long as they don't increase their inexpensive craft section. Because if you go to Hobby Lobby and they have something for $1.99 and you could get it half off, then it's only $1 versus the Dollar Tree and their constant price increase. I just hope that with them increasing the price, they also increase the workers' pay. And I'm sure it has something to do with all of the taxes and stuff going on. My only concern or thought in that is after this is over, once things level out, and eventually it will, right? They don't drop their prices back. They keep them there, and then they keep going up and up and up. Right? I remember I was they were looking at nonprofit organizations and how certain CEOs of certain companies make so much money off of, like Goodwill, for example. Most of the stuff they receive is donated, right? If not all. Just very interesting how we are. Doctors in some countries versus doctors in other countries. Medical benefits in some countries versus medical benefits in other countries. It's very disheartening when you think about it. When I lived in Italy, my then boyfriend had a cousin, little cousin, who had cancer, and all of their treatment was free. No questions asked. Free. No jump through hoops, no insurance, no this, no that, just free. We don't have that. And the thing that I guess I won't be able to understand is when we were succeeding, right? Because tomorrow's Independence Day. When we were becoming independent from Europe, was that a thing then? Like, what genius decided to separate medical into sections? Optometry, dental. I just find it very interesting how we function as a country. And then we're a developed country. Some countries that are not developed function a lot better than we do as a fully functioning developed country. It's very weird. Okay, so I think the boots were first. I think rubber boots also have solid color on them, but we're gonna stick with the plan. You know, even though we're using acrylic paint versus regular paint in a paint container on a paintbrush, this is still a marker, right? And it still goes on so much faster than if I was coloring with a color piece of paper or something. That makes me smile. That makes me happy. All right. These look like cowboy boots now. That was not the intent, just so you know. Not the intent at all. When I use the brush side, I feel like it just goes on a lot easier. Maybe I'm just used to using a brush versus a nib. And I did decide to color it both sides because even though we're going to be putting it on a paper clip, I feel like people tend to turn it over and look at it. And we want it to all be cohesive. The only one that will not look like the other side is the butterfly. I want to put a semi same pattern, just I can't make it look exactly like that. I'm not going to try. You know, I woke up this morning a little bit later than normal, 4:30. I usually get out the bed like 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock. But as I said, I woke up with a headache. So I had tried, when I woke up, I tried to lay in the bed a little bit to see if I could just kind of go back to sleep. I've been trying to force myself to sleep, quote unquote, in, and it's not really working. But the minute I open my bedroom door, Nicholas is under the impression that it's feeding time. So from 3 o'clock or 3:30, whenever I wake up until it's feeding time, all you hear is him meowing for food. When I take him to the vet this month, I'm going to ask them, can I please increase his food? Because he only gets a mouthwash cup full of food. And he drives me bananas because when he was a kitten, I let him eat as much as he wanted. And then I got in trouble for it from the vet. They was like, you're overfeeding him. So, of course, I didn't want him to get sick or have any issues. I don't think his veterinarian is alive anymore, but he was like, ma'am. And he had like this southern, I know I'm southern, but he had a southern accent. And I was like, is he going to die when he had to get surgery? He's had two surgeries, two expensive surgeries. One I didn't have insurance for. Ugh. The first one I did, yeah, I did, and that one cost a lot of money. So I got some of that money back. And then the company that I went through changed policies, provider services, and then I just stopped getting it. And I was like, Nicholas, you can't get hurt. He had always around the bottom area. The first one was a urinary. I guess he had a blockage in his where he has to go use the restroom from. So they had to clean it out. He's been in the family a long, long, long time. Long time. Longer than a little roommate has been here. And sometimes a little roommate gets mad at him. I'm like, he's been here longer than you. He's more of the family than you. And he looks at me like, Mom. I'm trying to teach him responsibility. And yesterday, he woke up and chose a different route of responsibility. So I also chose a different route of responsibility. We'll see what he does today. We'll see what he does today. I'm sure Hobby Lobby has full on Christmas now because it's July, right? And I'm gonna go look. I hope they bring those little tiny bows back that they had a few years ago. They haven't had those in a while. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, I must probably spare you the boring details on how and why, and we'll just get one knocked out versus a bunch. But essentially, you need some wood glue. I know a lot of people probably say, oh, you can use wood glue or hot glue. I have been going with wood glue a lot more than hot glue because it has been um, wood glue is going to last longer than hot glue. Hot glue is for videos, but wood glue is more permanent. So that's something to keep in mind if you're crafting and you're like, oh, I'll just use hot glue. Hot glue will melt. I mean, wood glue can come apart too, but wood glue has a more of a staying power than the hot glue does. So just keep that in mind. I wish it was a better way. And if you know a better way of getting these paper clips painted, let me know. I don't like that I had white paint on the spring part of it. So that is why I am choosing. Make no mistake about it, it is paint and it will get you. But it dries really fast. And Dollar Tree, some of their products, mm, get what you pay for kind of products. And some of their products, ooh, amazing. I love it. I saw someone they were doing, what is it, Joe Boxer. They had Joe Boxer napkins or hand wipes. And I was like, why is this a major deal? When I think of Joe Boxer, I think of clothing, in particular underwear. But nonetheless, mm-mm-mm. Nonetheless, if that's the thing now, then someone showed it. It was a video when I watched it. It was from 2 days ago, so I think it's probably 6 days now. And you know, all the Dollar Trees don't get everything. They definitely don't get everything that other Dollar Trees get. So that's something to keep in mind too. I don't know why I'm doing this top part. Yes, I do. This the back of it. Oh my goodness. All right. And this, we'll do this like that. There we go. Wood glue. You know, I've been going through some of my things, just looking at all the stuff that I have and how I'm going to use it and create with it. So if you've starting to see a bunch of weird crafts that you didn't know we had, this is what's going on. So I'm just going to hold this down some. And the good part is we really don't need to do a lot of holding onto this. Once it grabs onto it, it really just, I mean, it's wood glue. So it's going to grab it and be good. And with this, once the paint dries, it does dry clear. I can go back into that little spot you see and make it green. And then here's our little mushroom. Now, why would we need these? I don't think we actually need these per se. I did that wrong. I did that wrong. I did that wrong. But this one, because I did wrong, we're going to put, do I have a card or something over here? Here's, I guess we would put this here like that. This is wrong. Hold on, hold on, hold on. It's supposed to be the other way, y'all. I'm so sorry. If you were saying, are you sure about that? The answer was no. I was not sure at all. I had no idea what I was doing. None whatsoever. Same thing, no. Uh, hold it down. Now. There we go. I'm just gonna leave it there. Whew. We dodged a good embarrassing moment there, didn't we? I don't know why y'all didn't tell me, are you sure? And I could have told you if I was sure, you know? What do you do with your wood pieces if you get them? Do you get wood pieces? I am enjoying coloring them up. They probably will all be leaving my house soon, though. All the colored ones, at least. And then we could just clip it onto something because it's going to be sturdy once it dries, like these did. The ones we did a couple of, I don't even know when. See, pretty sturdy. But I didn't like this part that it got all white on it. So anyway, this is our project for today. I hope that you had a good time, at least a good laugh with the boo boo. I want to say thank you for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.